a pretty easy set on 4 vents. 1000 patient selected to study 4 types of medicines. Patients were divided into 2 groups of equal size. So you'll break the 1000 into 500 and 500. Patients in control group, so there's something called a control group, are not treated and given a placebo, and then there's a treatment group. So you need to understand that the treatment group is only of 500, and this is the 500 on which different medicines were treated. One quick reading through this makes it very apparent that many different combinations of one medicine at a time, type A only, type C only, type D only, or 2 of a type A and D, so on is given. So a very simple set it was. If you were familiar with the 4 Venn diagram, how to draw a Venn for 4 sets. You take a 3 by 3 grid. This is A, this is set of B, this is set of C and D. Then it would have been a direct question, right? So obviously I can solve it this way also. I'm just giving you a different perspective, that you don't need the diagram. Sometimes you can just make it into very simple exclusive regions. Okay, and by exclusive regions I mean simply those who are treated with exactly 1 medicine, 2 medicine, 3 medicine or 4 medicine. Now if you are treated with exactly 1 medicine, it could be only A. I'm not writing the word only, okay, or it could be only B, only C, only D. That only is coming in from here because he is treated with only 1 of the medicines. Okay, now with 2 medicines the combination could be A and B only, A and C, and if you have done all this early, you should know 4C2 is 6 ways: AB, AC, AD. Okay, then start with B. With A you're over, B, and just go ahead, don't recount, BC and BD, and after BD it's CD. So these are the only ways, and then 3 at a time. Again start with A, keep B constant, A, B, C, 4C3 is 4 ways, or A, B, D. We have reached the end, change B, A, C, D. We have reached the end, change A, B, C, D. And 4 medicines are those who are given all of A, B, C, D. Now these are exclusive regions, so you could directly add them up without worrying about any double counting. So let's see the data. A total of 250 patients were treated with type A. Now that A is for all of it, anywhere wherever A comes. So that is not exclusive. So I'm going to write this outside here. Okay. So A, all of A is 250. Right? And a total of 210 medicines were treated with C. Okay, there could be C alone or in combination of anything. So C is going to be 210. So this is the overlapping numbers that are given. Rest are direct exclusive regions. 25 patients were treated with A only. So there are 25 people here. 20 with C only. C is 20. 10 patients with D only. 10 with D only. 35 with A and D only. A and D is 35. 20 with A and B only. A and B is 20. Just be careful about the numbers. 30 with A and C. 30 with A and C. 20 with C and D. C and D, that's 20. Next clue, I think so that's done. Yeah, 100 patients were treated with exactly 3. So this is exactly 3. The total number here has to be 100. The total number. Okay, 100 with this. Now 40 were treated with A, B and C but not D. So A, B, C but not D. So this is 40. 20 were treated with A, C, D but not B. A, C, D but not B, that's 20. Done. 50% were given all 4, so that's a direct result, and 75 were treated with exactly 1 type. So exactly 1 type, the summation of this has to be 75. So this is what you have, and based upon this, the questions all are theta type. Okay, so you have a definite answer to them, treated with B, C, D, and B and D only, and with D. So let's fill in the numbers. How do you fill in? This is direct. The sum has to be 75, 25, 45, 55. So this has to be 20. Let me check it again. 40, 50, 75. So we have got 20. Now I don't know this sum. I know this sum, but there are two unknowns. So I'll have to use this one of them. So let's check A. Now where all A, I know this. Now A, all three A's are known. There's no A over here. Here known, unknown. Known. Here there's no A. Here known. So if you look at A, this is the only region which is unknown. Rest all is known. So I'm adding A all throughout. 25, 45, 75, 80, 110. No A. 110, 150. The unknown. 170, 170 and 50. That's 220. But I have 250, so this has to be the balance 30. So this is how I get this number. And once I get this number, I know the total 70, 80, 90. So I get this number also, 10. So now the only numbers left is these two. So again I've used this. Now let me use C. Let's see. Do I know C? Yes. Here C is known, C is unknown, known, 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 known. So there's only one unknown, so that I can figure out now using this. So for C, 20 plus 30, 50, 50, the unknown 70, 110, 130, 140, 190. So that's 190, but the total should be 210, so 20, this will be 20. So this is the only unknown left now. And whereas this is also used, what else is not used? The one data that I had in the previous screen, the union is 500. So if the union is 500, the sum of all of this should be 500. This is 75. I'll come back to this later. This is 100 and this is 150. So 100, 150, 225. So 275. This together has to be 275. So let me take this over here and let me say this total has to be, the sum has to be 275. 275 and 225 will add up to 500. 50, 50 and 40, 90, 125. 125 will make this 150. So all numbers are there. So it was a pretty easy one. The same type of effort you will need when you draw the diagram. Someone who is not aware of the diagram can use this if you can, and you can get to know the structure, and you can even use this in some other question. How many patients were treated with type B? There's nothing written here. It could be B overlapping B. So I go back and I add B. 20, 40, 60, 210, 250, 280, 290, 290, and B is there here. That's 340. The number of people who were treated with B, C, D but not A. Third, B, C, D but not A. 10. Direct. How many treated with B and D only? B and D only. The number that we got towards the end, 150. 150. The number of patients who were treated with D was complete D, overlapping D. So add up all the D's. 10, 45, 195, 215, 245, 265, 275, 275 and a 50. 300, 325. 325 is the answer. It's the same amount of effort whether you draw the diagram or you do it like this in a piecemeal approach.